that mean we're on? I think we're on. Okay. Yep.
hiking now. There's all these rocks here, man. Nice footing, good job. Keep those hands on those rocks.
This right here might be the closest you get to the edge. Closest. Totally walkable, doable. Look, incredible.
Oh, it is.
It's just, holy cow. There are no words. Yeah. Shaky shake. Whew. Why rush it, right? Because this is incredible.
Hello, how you doing? First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mark Crapo. I'm a retired school teacher. I've taught for 39 years on RSU 57 out in Massapequa, coached cross country and track out there for 40 years, and I am the husband of the CEO of the Girl Scouts of Maine, Joanne Crapo. A few months ago, I was afforded the opportunity to possibly go up and climb Mount Katahdin, which I basically just jumped at. I've done it twice before, once when I was a much younger man and I was in my late 20s and early 30s, and the other just 2 years ago. I climbed it with my daughter-in-law and my daughter Michelle. And both times it was a wonderful experience. Stayed up at Chimney Pond the first time I did it, and obviously we stayed at Roaring Brook both times and climbed and went down, ascended, came back down on top of Mount Katahdin. Nothing like being on the top of Maine. But both times I've climbed it, I kind of wussed out a little bit on doing the knife's edge. I've heard stories all through the years about how dangerous it is, and if you slip or fall, you're going to fall on the sides and so on and so forth. But this time, given the opportunity to do it with the pushing of Kayla and Courtney, two wonderful ladies who we just went up a different trail than we had ever gone up before, and went to Pamola and then across Knife's Edge. Made it through, made it across, and to be honest with you, I didn't find it nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be. And with those two ladies constant pushing and edging me on, edging me on the knife's edge, edging me through, made it across. And I will tell you, it's one of the most exciting and experiences I've ever had in my life was crossing the knife's edge. It isn't nearly as scary, as intimidating as I thought it was going to be. And I didn't fall off, and I didn't die on either side, to say the least. And it was just a wonderful experience. In fact, the whole experience, to be honest with you, made me feel young. Made me feel young again, that I could take on such a challenge and go through. And I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do this and not the chance to achieve something I've always wanted to do, because I regretted both times not doing the knife's edge, but now I have. And if it wasn't for the egging on of the Girl Scouts and this opportunity, I would never have been able to achieve the knife's edge. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life, however long it may be, with the pictures and with the two wonderful ladies who made me get across the knife's edge. I really appreciate it. So thank you, Girl Scouts of Maine, for affording me this opportunity to get across that knife's edge to Pamola Peak as well as Baxter Peak. It was an experience of a lifetime, something I'll never, ever forget. And it'll stick with me till the day that I leave this planet. And I'll tell you, even when I do that, I'll be looking down Mount Katahdin and Knife's Edge and going, oh my God, I finally did climb that. Thank you very much, Girl Scouts of Maine, for this opportunity. And thank you very much, ladies, for getting me across. Much appreciated. It was phenomenal.
Hello, my name is Courtney Evans, and I'm an adult learning facilitator for Girl Scouts of Maine. I have two awesome troops in the Bangor area, and I'm an avid hiker. I find solace, peace, and tranquility in the mountains. Any chance I can get to explore nature and share what I find with others, you can bet I'm gonna take it. When Camp Adventures for Grown-Ups went virtual because of COVID-19, I knew I still wanted to climb Katahdin on that day. When Kayla asked me if I wanted to join her on a socially distant hiking adventure on my favorite mountain in the whole entire world, I immediately said yes. Of course I did. Hiking Knife Edge the first time years ago was one of the most amazing things I've ever done. I overcame a fear of heights and tackled one of the most challenging trails in Maine. The very first time I had climbed it, I had reached the peak of Pamola, and the clouds began slowly rolling in around me. I ascended Knife Edge via the chimney, and I do believe that climbing onto Knife Edge itself is the hardest part of the entire climb for me. Bring friends to help give you a boost. It was cloudy, and all we saw were fields of milky white around us. I had no idea what was before me, behind me, or beside me, which I guess wasn't a bad thing. The edge was pretty cool, but I didn't really see any of it, so I was still working on the fear of heights at that time, so I guess that worked out okay. When I reached Baxter Peak, though, I was proud to say I had walked across the famous Knife Edge. And like the very first time I climbed Katahdin, I said, now that I've done it, I'll never do it again. Boy, was I wrong. I had finally climbed Knife Edge a second time, just 2 weeks before our Camp Adventures trip. I brought my sister and her boyfriend along for an experience of a lifetime, and it absolutely was exactly that. We were gifted with gorgeous views all day long. Let me tell you, you get views of the entire Katahdin Massif that can only be seen from one particular section on Knife Edge as you approach the summit cairn. This view took my breath away, and I didn't realize I could re-fall in love with my most beloved mountain of all. But I sure did. And I am grateful for that view just a few weeks prior. Because when Kayla and Mark started talking about doing Knife Edge, I knew I was in. Hands down, 100%. I was in. This was to be my 10th official summit after all. How cool and special and amazing that I got to share it with two incredible, like-minded humans and fellow Girl Scouts. As Girl Scouts, we are go-getters, innovators, risk takers, and leaders. Making the trek across Knife Edge safely utilizes each of these qualities at different points throughout a Katahdin climb. I was honored to have the opportunity to help co-facilitate and guide them up Pamola and over Knife Edge. Mark and Kayla were two of my favorite hiking companions to date. When we turned toward the summit approach portion of Knife Edge, I allowed them to go ahead of me as I stopped in that moment to take it all in once more. I took my time, taking many panoramic photos, but I also wanted to follow behind them and watch them both as they approached the summit. The expressions on their faces, filled with accomplishment and achievement and pride, is something that I will cherish forever. This is, and forever will be, one of my favorite Katahdin climbs yet. Not because it was my 10th summit of Baxter Peak, although that's pretty cool, just saying. No, this one was extra special to me because it really solidified that helping Girl Scouts explore the outdoors, no matter the age, is one of the coolest things that I do. And I look forward to exploring more with Mark, Kayla, and the rest of Girl Scouts of Maine in the years to come.